what a weekend, man. I'm pretty certain that I drove at least 1,200 miles in the last 3 days. I had an event in Hutchinson, Kansas for Prairie Championship Wrestling, where I went in and had a knockdown drag out with one of their top guys, Shane Sanders, who I've known for a very long time. I actually met him whenever he was like first day in doing stuff for Dan Adams, and believe he was trained by Devin Scott. Those are just some, older guys that are in the business in the Kansas area, but all very, very good dudes. They run different promotions now. I think maybe Devin's not in the business anymore, but I know Dan has started and stopped probably 5 or 6 promotions in the time that I'm thinking about. Like, it's been 9-10 years. Anyway, drove up there, had a really good time. Jumped in the car with Revin and Tristan Thorne. Tristan came back with the PCW, whatever their mid-card championship is, though. I think he was second match on the card. Apparently they had a really good match, and everybody has their own little critiques about things like that, but I was proud of the kid, and Revin ended up getting put into the mix of this big giant scramble match that had probably 8 or 9 people in it, and he held his own pretty well, got his shit in. That was good for him. Made for a fun trip. Got to reintroduce myself to PCW. A lot of people know I haven't been there for over a year, and it's just because I had a disagreement with management about how things were going to be managed, and who was going to tell me what to do and when and all that kind of thing. So being able to go back and have a much better experience was really cool for me, so I enjoyed that. And Hutchison's not further than Salina, but it is a real long drive when you got to get up in the morning and drive all the way to Claremore, or not Claremore, but Tahlequah the next day. So hauled ass to Hutchinson, did the show, got payday, made our way back to Oklahoma City about 3 o'clock in the morning. Tried to get some sleep, got up about 10 o'clock and hit back on the road to Sapulpa, and met up with Sam and Chelsea there, and we all jumped in the car to go to Tahlequah, and did a double shot on Saturday. So that means we wrestled the first match in Tahlequah, and as soon as we got done wrestling, we grabbed our bags, drove in our gear to BPW in Bristow, and we had the semi-main event tag team match in Bristow against Spike and Father. I'm sorry, not Father. He's not a Catholic guy. It's was it Bishop Brad? No, it was Brent something. Father Brent? Pastor Brent? Maybe it's Pastor Brent. I don't pay attention to anything that has to do with religion whatsoever, so I have a hard time remembering the difference. But the man's name is Brent, so I'm assuming it's Pastor Brent. Anyway, that was interesting because I mocked God during the match. I pulled a demon out of Sam Stackhouse while he stood on the apron. I repeatedly smacked Brent's face into the canvas and made it appear as though he was praising Allah. A little fucked up, but someone in the crowd called me the devil, and then I had to remind them that I was baptized twice, and that's a shoot. So some people say I'm either overcompensating or I canceled it out on the second one, but it was definitely a different match. It was I've never gone that direction in a wrestling match before, so to just openly and convincingly insult the Lord was kind of out there for me. And then we got to teach somebody on the fly. That was really cool. I don't know who the referee of that match, but he was a brick shithouse, big muscular guy. A foot taller than me and probably fucking 40 pounds heavier than me, and he's just solid muscle, and we got to do a little bit of an exchange with him after the match was over where he intimidated the ever-living out of us. And I don't know. I had a lot of fun because he's very new, so he's still learning the rules, even though he's supposed to be enforcing the rules. So as I'm on the apron, I'm just giving him instructions and letting him know, that do this, do that, do this, do that. And he was like, "You're the first person that's tried to help me do my job." And I was like, "Really? No one's taken the time to help you figure out what the rules are, because you're supposed to be the one enforcing them? That's crazy." And, I had that conversation with 2 referees over the weekend. There's another referee in Pittsburgh, or not Pittsburgh, Hutchinson, that I had to tell, you're the cop here. I'm the robber. You enforce the rules. You just pulled me over. You need to be the one getting in my face telling me what to do, because you're the one who decides whether or not this match continues. So if you're a referee, your little tidbit of advice for this week is, if you are a referee, remember to enforce the rules. If that dude don't kick out in time, that's his goddamn fault. It is not mine. It is not yours. It is his responsibility. So don't pull your fucking threes. If you have to hit the canvas 3 times and then wave it off, tell the fucking timekeeper that it was only 2, that is so much better than 1, 2, wait for it, 3. It just kills the finish. Makes everybody look silly. So be confident in your 3 counts, guys. Referees, if you pay attention, be confident with your 3 counts. That's all I can say. So, yeah. Got all 3 shows in the books. Got home before... Man, I think we were home by 1 o'clock. Yeah, we were home before 1 o'clock. It was like 11 something. It wasn't even midnight yet. That was amazing. A very amazing feeling to be able to get up at 9 o'clock this morning and have the whole day to just enjoy it and relax. About, I think 1:30 I decided to take a nap. Taking a nap's nice. I always enjoy a nap when it feels like I never sleep anymore. So everybody says I always look tired, and it's because I am. And that's all right. But Salina, Kansas next Saturday. I'm wrestling Blade. I'll be back with you in about a week. I'll tell you all about it.